Greetings everyone, this is First Centurion 753 with another episode of Portuguese Trade Winds. This is an alternate history of Portugal. We are going to be diversifying our colonial efforts instead of just going south traditionally around Africa like the Portuguese did in history. We are going to be sailing west across the ocean as well, because we are going to change an event that occurred where Christopher Columbus actually proposed to the Portuguese king a western voyage in 1485. So we're going to wait till 1485. We've got about 23 years until that happens. It's 1462 right now. We've won a war in Morocco, which has given us dominant control over the Sevilla trade node, and now importing iron. Did I say this before? We strive to keep the Portuguese military strong, modern, and domestically supported. But sometimes our priorities end up in conflict with each other. I'm not sure if you already had this one. Lacking the rich iron mines of our neighbors, some of our grander plans for future military development will not be possible as soon as we might wish. Increasing imports is a tempting option, but relying on foreign support might compromise our trade policies. Although a knife in the back, I'm pretty sure I had this before. Although a knife in the back of our neighbor would be all the more brilliantly insidious if made from their own steel. Military power and improved if we import iron for our fist. Then Castile will get military power, and Castile will gain. Castile already likes us. The other option is to mercantilism. I think I went with that the first time. And if we look at trade here, mercantilism is up. Yeah, I think I definitely went with this once, and I think I'm going to continue to do this. We need to rely on our own resources. Heart matters more than iron. I like that. Increase mercantilism and hopefully increase our trade. Okay, so we have a colony established in West Africa, Northwest Africa. And there are about 5,000 natives here, but we have 6,000 of our own troops on the ground to defend any attack by the natives. Let's see. Alright, should we turn this province into a city? Arguin into a city. I think this is a pretty good idea, because it'll give us extra tax base, production base, and manpower, which is pretty weak down here, so there's no point in having that colony without some increased development. So I'm going to go ahead and select that mission. Okay. So basically we just have to make it a colony. And at this current rate, we are gaining plus 10 per year. And there's also a chance of a settler bonus, 22% chance of attracting extra settlers each month. And the months just changed. We have 42, right? 43. No extra settlers that month. We gotta get this chance of new settlers up. Native American aggression is pretty, not Native American, native aggression of the Native Americans. We're not in Native America yet. But the native aggression is pretty high. Okay, we gotta work on that. So we'll just up the time a little bit there. The other option down here. Well, you know what we need actually? We just unlocked exploration ideas in the last series. So I think our move should be, we have advisors. Are we making money? We're not making a ton of money, but we need to maximize the army maintenance because the troops are down there. Native uprising, there we go. We need to be able to defend against these that are going to be occurring randomly. And that's going up all of a sudden. From what? I don't know. But now we need reinforcements. So I'm going to hold on to a large amount of gold reserve. Military leaders died. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm going to recruit a... Has that not been unlocked yet? Oh, we have to wait for that idea to be unlocked. I thought we had that unlocked already. I think I'm thinking of a different series that I'm playing with, like Saxony now, on my own. Okay, so I have until July of 1468 to acquire enough administrative diplomatic power to unlock the quest for the New World idea, and that will allow us to recruit an explorer and continue to expand further south, explore further south along the African coast. But until then, we have to sort of wait and see what we have right now. So I still attack the natives. I don't want to attack the natives. I don't think I want to attack the natives. I think I need to recruit another general because that one general died. Or should I just wait? Because I think we have a free slot. If these 6 can hold off the natives on their own, then I don't necessarily need a general. My other army is in the north. I was thinking about maybe disbanding a couple of these battalions just to make things cheaper, but we're making decent money, I guess, right now. I'm not too worried about that. I'm not doing anything. There's the native uprising again. This will tell if we need a general. And it doesn't look like we need one because we're kind of creaming them. We've got a lot more morale. We've got more discipline. They don't tend to put a general in there. And we are gaining army tradition every battle. And we're continuing to gain more wealth. So you know what? I'm not going to recruit another general. I'm going to save up my military power to try to advance military technologies. That's going to be that strategy. Okay. So basically I'm just going to sit tight until July of 68. And it looks like there's fighting going on in Morocco. It looks like Castile and Morocco are at war with each other. I don't like that idea. Oh, they're still fighting that Reconquest war for Granada. That's what Castile's trying to do. How's my diplomatic relations looking? Sort by neighbors. Castile and Morocco. Yeah, we have those right there. The Iron Man is tough because you gotta save it every month. Okay. So, native uprising again. Wow. As soon as we get our reinforcements, there's another native uprising. But they're getting crushed. Every time we are basically annihilating them. And gaining more army tradition. So that works out well. Right down here we have the Cape Verde Islands. We have to wait until we have that new idea unlocked before we can go after them. But let's just take a look at what's going on in the rest of the world for now. France really hasn't gained much power still. Scotland. I wonder... See, this is interesting because this tells you which which countries do not have an heir. And if you have more prestige, which we have plus 16, and you're allied with this, or you have a royal marriage with one of these countries, then you might become the leading country in a personal union with the two if they don't have an heir. So you can kind of just snag the throne through marriage, which is actually a lot easier to do in Crusader Kings. That happens a lot there, but there is an ability. It's doesn't happen. I don't think it happens as frequently in Europa Universalis, but there is an ability to do that. This looks like a not fun event. Wave of obscurantism. Obscurantism. I don't know what that is. As a typical response to different kinds of problems, obscurantism, being obscurant, was a frequent behavior in most nations, at least until the Age of Enlightenment arose in the most advanced Western nations of the European continent. Knowledge is power. Portugal gets obscurantism until 1496, and that will cause national unrest, or we say ignorant is bliss and we lose a whole bunch of prestige, which I'm not into. I'd rather deal with this for the next half decade. So that really didn't affect us too much because we have a huge amount of positive stability. We're maxed out on positive stability, and we have our full legitimacy. So that really didn't hurt us at all. So that was definitely the right move. Definitely the right move there. As we continue our colonization efforts. The other thing I'd like to have up here is the log, because that just kind of tells you what's going on with all your interested countries. Countries of interest. Best money and the good harvest. Morocco. Looks like Morocco has made peace with Castile, and Granada is still under occupation. Castile is trying to improve relations with Burgundy. Burgundy is one of the French periphery border countries. Can't say that word. Peripheral countries is what I meant to say. That sort of seems to be containing France. France is being contained pretty well. France starts off with one of the most powerful armies. So does Austria, and they have a ton of manpower. A lot of times they usually take over this territory, but I guess a concentrated effort could contain their expansion, which is probably the goal of these countries, Provence, Burgundy, and England. And Provence has gained some territories on the border. So that's Brabant. That's Flanders. There's Provence. There's Provence, and there's Provence. A lot of times France will go after Provence first. I've seen that happen. February of 1465. Still ticking. How's the colony looking? Ooh, we have a new technology available. Administrative technology. Workshops. I think I'm actually going to wait on that because... No, I can do that right now. Let's go ahead and get those workshops. Oh, wow. That costs a lot. We're going to wait till the cost goes down a little bit. So cancel that. Wait a little bit longer for that. Maybe a year or two. Let's take a look at the colony. Colony is progressing. 216 settlers. We need 1,000 for it to be a city. And we'd like it to grow a little quicker. I'd like it to grow a little quicker. 26% chance new settlers. Alright, looks like there's some fighting going on in the north. Occupied by Genoa. Switzerland territory occupied by Genoa. Interesting. Native uprising again. Here we go. Another native uprising. And another win. Continuing to suppress the native uprisings in the 1460s. As we colonize and we gain wealth. And our manpower is pretty high. Oh no, this is no good. Influenza. Rumors that sailors came back from a trip sick like hell. And the ones who don't die on board infest the whole city with their disease. It's time to act before the whole country dies from coughing and cold sweat. Is this our colony? This is not our colony. Where is that? That must be in Portugal. Okay. That must be a Portuguese province. I want to find out which one it is before I make my decision. Right there. Okay. So they've got a lot of tax. They've got a lot of production. I don't want it to spread. I don't want the disease to spread. I want to contain it. So if we quarantine the influenza for a year, quarantine the port and let them die. It's harsh. We don't lose administrative power. There's no chance of it spreading. We do have to suffer from lack of local trade power, but there's not a lot of trade power there. We've got to suffer from tax modifier and manpower modifier, but we're doing well with wealth, so I'll just deal with that for a year. We will deal with that for 1 year. And now I think it might be time to go ahead and grab that technology. The workshop technology. Yeah, we're still waiting. Alright, we'll wait a little longer. Grain. Grain is now produced in Arguin. Okay. Let's check our production levels. Lisbon and Porto are two pretty large production centers. They're the largest. So if we're going to build workshops, it's going to be there, but I think I've already used up all my capacity. Burgundy tells us the king of Burgundy dies. Okay. As far as building capacity, Lisbon is filled, but Porto is not. I'm thinking about putting a marketplace here to boost my trade power. That is part of the Seville node. We already are bringing in tons of money with Seville, right? Huge, and we're the leader. Castile is gaining some power, and they're going to gain more power from Granada, but that's not going to affect us, I don't think. We're actually losing money now because of that influenza. That influenza has brought down taxation and production levels to the point where we're losing 0.01 ducats per turn. So we'll have to hold it out. We'll have to hold out for now. I still want these Canary Islands. They are terra incognito. This is my exploration fleet. All early carracks. 3 early carracks is enough to go on the exploration missions in the El Dorado patch, so we're going to use them. And let's see, 1466. There we go. Oh no, there we go. Yeah, that works. Unhappiness among the peasantry, conflicts and protests over taxes, landlord cruelty, expropriation, serfdom, and custom policies have become quite frequent. If we do not manage to solve the problem soon, correspondence could be dire. Rule as we see fit. This will give us 10 prestige and only lose 1 stability. That's not bad. Or we spend the ducats. I kind of want the prestige. How much would it cost? Doesn't tell us. That's a lot of prestige. I think I'm going to go for it. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the prestige. Then I'm going to boost the stability again, and if I have enough left, I'll grab the technology. Black news, but more prestige. Alright, stability boost. There we go. And do we still have the technology available? Not yet. We have to wait till October 1466. That's fine. Huge prestige bump. I like that. That should help give us some of the... That gives us more global trade power. Yeah, we should be making money now. Yeah, we're even. We're even with that prestige boost. Alright, October will be the month. How's the colony doing? We're still waiting on this colony down here. We're about 40% of the way there. With a 30% chance of new settlers coming in every month. And we just got them that month. Good. And there's the technology. Alright, workshops, technology. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, the workshop, or putting out system, was used in early modern Europe to organize the production of everything from textiles to wrought iron. With materials provided, craftsmen could refine various goods either in workshops or in their own home, bypassing the rigid restriction of the guilds. Let's do it. Guilds aren't going to be happy, but I don't care. Beautiful technology advancement. Alright, next one's the Noble Republic, and we can unlock the second idea group, which is going to be expansion ideas for us. That's going to help our exploration. Again, we want to stay ahead of Castile. They have the Canary Islands, so they have a little jump start in colonization. But I don't think they went... Ooh, they just captured Granada, which makes them very powerful. France has captured Navarre. Aragon is allied with France, us, and Florence. Castile is allied with us and Venice. Interesting. Venice got kind of carved up there. Looks like. They still have their capital, but they got carved up pretty good in the early years. The Ottoman Empire. Bosnia has expanded. The Ottoman Empire has conquered Wallachia. Austria has taken the Netherlands. That's a typical move. I never played as Austria. I wonder why that happens every time. Probably some sort of event. A new pope. This one's from Milan. Okay. France is still being contained, but they're allied with Aragon. Are Castile and Aragon rivals? Yes, they are. Austria is an enemy, a rival to Aragon as well. Aragon does have Naples as a vassal. Interesting, 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 interesting. Alright, colonization still. That's the army. I want colonization. Currently at about 54%, approximately. So colonization continues. Oh, it looks like we have some national decisions available. Alright, Paz de Heretico Comprando Act. What does that do? Catholicism gains reform our missionary... Oh, our tax modifier is 2%. Definitely going to go for that. Does hurt Catholicism in general, but our missionary strength does. We do gain some missionary strength. And again, we're not going to be near any areas of Reformation, so I'm not too concerned with that. And that should help boost our treasury some more. Native Uprising. We are now at 56. And that's victory. Okay, I think I'm going to call a quits for this episode. We'll continue colonization of Northern Africa in the next episode, and I'm going to try to unlock some more exploration ideas, and we can do some exploring of West Africa and sail south and maybe find a southern route to the Indies, which is the goal of the Portuguese at the time period. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.